Hey everybody, it's Nuke out in Las Vegas, and you know what? It's Tuesday, and you know what? On Tuesday, I give you just the tips. I promise. So today we're going to talk about some of the questions I hear from buyers all the time and some of the tips to help you out. And make sure you watch all the way to the end because I'm going to give you a special bonus tip that will save you thousands of dollars on your next purchase. So let's go ahead and dive on in. So for the first tip, everyone's always asking, how much can I afford? Well, that's going to be based upon many things, including your tolerance to what you want to spend. Don't always go by the price of the house, and I hate to sound like a used car salesman, but it's not always about the price, it's what you pay per month. So if you get a house for $400,000 and you're paying 4% interest, and you get the same house for $390 and you're paying 5%. I know these are high interest rates. I'm just giving you an example. You're paying more per month on the one that's $390. Every time you look at a house, find out with your financing charges, everything else, how much you're actually going to pay. What happens if you buy a house and it's wonderful and it's $350,000 and you look at this other house that's wonderful, that's $400,000, but house A has $250 a month in HOA fees. You're actually paying a little bit more than the $400,000 house. So take a look at what your payments are. That's your principal, interest, your taxes, your HOA fees if you have any. By the way, here in Las Vegas, most houses are going to have an HOA fee. So take that into account. Your next tip for the day, what about those lender fees? They can be a little pesky. So look for a lender that's going to charge you the least amount of fees. By the same token, don't just go with someone's quoting you up front. Find out the reputation of that lender. One of the worst things you want to have to do is go through the entire process, pay for things like your inspection, pay for an appraisal, and then the lender can't do jack. I can remember a transaction where the lender was very poor, and I mean, it's down to the wire, some of this stuff, because they didn't do their homework ahead of time. Check the reputation of the lender, and don't always just use your friend. I got an example of a friend kind of situation. Someone wanted to go with their friend. I'm like, okay, go whoever you want. I never had the heart to tell the person. They got railed. That friend charged them about $5,500 in fees that this individual could have gotten out of. $5,500. And this was their friend. Can you imagine if they were their enemy? So make sure you look at the lender, what they're charging, and then try to compare that against the rest of the market. The next tip I have to give you has to do with the seller themselves. See if they're acting funny. Does it look like they're actually trying to move? Are they asking for crazy things like they want to stay in the house for 2 months and not pay?
What?
Because they don't see why they should pay to live in their own house. Remember, it's not their house, and you're paying a mortgage on that house, and they're not paying a mortgage, and yet saying they don't feel how they should have to pay to live in their own house, or they're selling their house. Make that very clear. If they're asking for a lot of things because they're trying to take advantage of the current market, I'd probably move on, because people like that, you're going to have a lot of problems throughout your transaction. I hope you enjoyed this week's Just the Tips. So, like I said, I promise it's just the tip. And now I promise to leave you with a very special tip. And here it is. Did you know you could save money when you go buy a new house? When I say new, I mean new build. 80% of people walk into a new build unrepresented. They are prepared to pay a commission. Well, if you're walking in and they're going to pay a commission, they're not going to give you a discount if you say, I don't have a realtor, can you give me a discount? No, they will not. Go give it a try. You'll find out. But if you have a realtor go in with you and just say, hey, just come in, be my stunt realtor, you could split the commission. That commission could pay for some new furniture, could pay for your actual moving cost. That is one tip you need to have. And if you enjoyed these tips today and you see that red subscribe button below, that means you haven't subscribed. Please do me the favor, give me that HBO discount, hook a brother up, and hit that subscribe button. And you can also do me a favor by hitting the like button below, because that's how the YouTube algorithm works. And with that, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. This was just the tip.